and rolls a cigarette and enjoys the morning sun, which is just starting to warm the lowest of the stone steps. When coffee has been drunk and cigarettes smoked, and morning has become afternoon, they take plates and food and blankets out into the park, where they lie in the dapple shade of their favourite tree. They eat their picnic slowly. Hannah and Cate take turns to read the paper. Lissa shades her eyes with the arts pages and groans. A little later on, they open the wine and drink it, and it is easy to drink. The afternoon deepens. The light grows viscous. The chatter in the park increases. This is their life in 2004 in London Fields. They work hard. They go to the theatre. They go to galleries. They go to the gigs of friends' bands. They eat Vietnamese food in the restaurants on Mare Street and on Kingsland Road. They go to openings on Viner Street on Thursdays, and they visit all the galleries and they drink the free beer and wine. They remember not to use plastic bags when they go to the corner shop, although sometimes they forget. They cycle everywhere, all the time. They rarely wear helmets. They watch films at the Rio in Dalston, and then go to Turkish restaurants and eat P-Day and drink Turkish beer and eat those pickles that make your saliva flow. They go to Columbia Road Flower Market and buy flowers in the very early morning on Sundays. Sometimes, if Lissa is coming home early from a party, she buys cheap flowers for the whole house. Armfuls of gladioli and irises. Sometimes, because she is beautiful, she is given them for free. They go to the city farm on Hackney Road with hangovers, and they eat fried breakfast in amongst the families and the screaming children, and they swear never to go there again on a Sunday morning until they have children of their own. Sometimes on Sundays they walk, out along the Regent's Canal to Victoria Park, and beyond to the Old Greenway, to Three Mills Island, savouring the sideways slice of London that the canal offers up. They are interested in the history of the East End. They buy books on psychogeography from the bookshop at the bottom of the road. They try to read Ian Sinclair and fail at the first chapter, but read other, more accessible books instead, about the successive waves of immigration that have characterised this part of the city. The Huguenots, the Jews, the Bengalis. They are aware that they too are part of a tide of immigration. If they are honest, they would like to halt this particular tide. They fear encroachment by those who resemble themselves. They worry. They worry about climate change, about the rate of the melt of the permafrost in Siberia. They worry about the kids who live in the high-rises, right behind the deli where they buy their coffee and their tabbouleh. They worry about the life chances of these kids. They worry about their own relative privilege. They worry about knife crime and gun crime. Then they read pieces which suggest the violence is only ever gang on gang and they feel relieved. Then they feel guilty that they feel relieved. They worry about the tide of gentrification that is creeping up from the City of London and lapping at the edges of their park. Sometimes they feel they should worry more about these things. But at this moment in their lives, they are happy, and so they do not. They do not worry about nuclear war, or interest rates, or their fertility, or the welfare state, or ageing parents, or student debt. They are 29 years old. None of them has children. In any other generation in the history of humankind, this fact would be remarkable. It is hardly remarked upon at all. They are aware that this park, London Fields, this grass on which they lie, has always been common land, a place for people to pasture their cows and sheep. This fact pleases them. They believe it goes some way to explaining the pull of this small, patchy patch of green they like to feel they own. They feel like they own it because they do. It belongs to everyone. They would like to pause time. Just here, just now, in this park, this gorgeous afternoon light. They would like the house prices to remain affordable. They would like to smoke cigarettes and drink wine as though they are still young and they don't make any difference. They would like to burrow down here, in the beauty of this warm May afternoon. They live in the best house, on the best park, in the best part of the best city on the planet. Much of their lives is still before them.